Yo, what's going on with everybody? Welcome to the Fans Point of View podcast with your host, Truck and Chubby, aka Clarence Hampton III. This ain't your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the Fans Point of View and what we know. So let's go. Where we headed to? Hop up in the truck and take a ride with me, man. But before we go ahead and we go to travel, man, go ahead and take a second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification bell for all updates on the videos. Gladly appreciate it. But right now, we taking this ride in the truck. We about to head down to the SEC. Some of the best quarterback play that we're going to see out of the SEC right now. A lot of it's not set in stone, but I do want to take some time out right now to talk about the top teams in the SEC to me for this season coming up here. Who do you have? You can let me know down in the comments after the video. We'll get up into that, but for right now, I got to go with the number one team in the SEC as it stands right now, Ole Miss. Why Ole Miss? Why not Georgia? Well, I don't want to go with the obvious choices. I like to go with the things off brand, an unorthodox way. Georgia, Alabama, always is going to be Georgia and Alabama. Right now, I want to talk about some other teams in the SEC if I may. And right now, the number one team I want to highlight is Ole Miss. Ole Miss, what they done up in the portal is nothing short of amazing. Grabbing a lot of the defensive line talent that they have. Walter Nolan, the number one defensive player, period, in the country going into this year. They went and grabbed up and stacked up where they needed to stack up. Yes, they did lose their running back to Ohio State University, but that's a running back. And I'm not saying that running backs are easily replaceable, but what I'm saying is at the collegiate level, there are thousands of running backs, thousands of young men that deserve the chance to run the ball. I think that Ole Miss will be okay there. But with Jackson Dart doing his thing again, I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC. I had to name Jackson Dart first because Ole Miss is the team first that I picked, okay? Jackson Dart coming back in his senior season. Did he ball out this year? Yes, he did. Had a 233 completions out of 358 attempts. Completion percentage of 65. He threw for 3,364 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. And they won the bowl game against Penn State. Had a passer rating of 163. Had a QBR of 79. Let's go, Jackson Dart. And I think he will be one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC next year. You can argue that Carson Beck might be. Some people might go with Carson Beck because he's bigger. But is he on my list? Absolutely, Carson Beck is on my list. But right now, I got Jackson Dart over him because I think that Ole Miss is going to come back with a vengeance, and I think they're going to kick some butt up in the SEC. I think they might be the kings of the crown. But hold up, though. Jackson Dart standing at 6'2", 220 pounds. He got some decent wheels. He can make them work when he needs to get up out of there. Escapability, little elusive in the pocket. And we know he can get the job done, making very smart decisions to throw for 23 touchdowns and only 5 picks in a whole season. That is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. You have to agree with that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next one. Y'all go ahead and give Jackson Dart his prop. And Ole Miss is coming for that crown in the SEC, if you ask me. All right? So, where we going to next? Let's travel. We are going to Mizzou. That's what we stopping at right now. Missouri. Why Missouri? Brady Cook coming back. Is he coming? Yes, he is. For the senior season. 5th year season. Senior, he going to be playing ball, going off, man. Brady Cook standing at 6'2", 205 pounds. They revamped that offensive line. They grabbed up some very good picks, if you ask me. Grabbed some people from over there. They grabbed a corner and the safety from over there at Clemson. You could correct me down in the comments. I'll allow that. That's okay. That's cool. But let's get up into his 2023 stats real quick. 244 completions, 369 attempts, got a completion percentage of 66%, threw for 3,317 yards, 21 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, have a passer rating of 157. That is great, Brady Cook. You was cooking this year. QBR of 78. I'm telling you, the obvious choices sometimes are right there in your face and you don't see it. To me, Mizzou, yeah, because they were, believe it or not, one of the most consistent teams in the SEC this year. A lot of people say that, oh, what was wrong with Georgia and Alabama? The defenses were not as dominant as they used to be. They lost some of that depth. Some of that depth bounced around in the NCAA and went to other teams, and that was the problem. That's just what Truck and Chubby Sports has to say about it. What is somebody else going to say? Or are they going to go into the stats or something else? I don't know. But this is what I do here. So I'm talking about what we do. Now, let's go ahead and let's give Brady Cook his props and what he's doing. All right. Now, let's go ahead and travel to the next stop. Where are we going to be stopping at? I think we're going to be stopping at the University of Kentucky. Why did Georgia go ahead and let Brock Vanderbilt go? Why did they let him go? Why did they let Brock go? I have no reason on why they let Brock go. But do I think he's going to compete for that Kentucky starting job? Absolutely. Do I think Kentucky went ahead and grabbed some nice players? Absolutely. Do I think that Kentucky is going to be a top team in the East next year? Absolutely. They will be one of them teams to be reckoned with in the SEC. Now, if you want to go ahead and judge me on any particular order, then you can. But I'm not going in a particular order. I'm just giving a props to the players that I want to go with, all right? And who I'm talking about. The University of Kentucky, y'all got some props. Let's go and let's move on. Let's go ahead and let's travel, all right? Where we going next? I want to go ahead and I want to stop in Georgia on the East. Of course, Georgia. Carson Beck's coming back for another season with the vengeance. And Georgia went and grabbed Trevor Etienne. They went and grabbed up a great running back. But Carson Beck, standing at 6'4", 220 pounds. 302 completions, 417 attempts. Had a completion percentage of 72, 3,941 yards, 24 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, a passer rating of 168. Had a QB rating of 86. Carson Beck get the job done. Why was Carson Beck yards that low? Well, Georgia ran the ball pretty effectively last year, or they lacked thereof. But getting Trevor Etienne is going to fix that problem. He can catch out of the backfield. He can run. Carson Beck could get the job done. I do believe Georgia will stay right where they're at. Now, the problem is with this number 5, and it's a hard choice, but I gotta go with Alabama. Gotta go with Alabama. Alabama is Alabama. Nick Saban being gone, whoever takes over that program takes over a gem already. It's already set in stone. Alabama will continue on the legacy and continue on with prestige. So Alabama will be that team that will continue on to hold it down in the SEC. All right. Now, updates on our quarterback as of right now. I don't know if Jalen Milroe is going to return or if they're going to go snatch somebody else up. But knowing Bama, they'll get the job done. Believe in that system. They have great development down there, such as Georgia also. But I am excited to see what the SEC is going to do next season. Now, if you got anything to add to the list of the SEC and what Truck and Chubby did right here on Truck and Chubby Sports, you can go ahead and put it down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go. Peace out.